Let's see here. It says I'm live, so let's see how long it takes people to start joining. I had somebody recommend that um I start doing this again. That I stream like this, so or at least it's supposed to be another Q&A live stream. So until um until I get until I'm sure I get a few people in there. It's gonna be me kind of farting. I don't know. uh, I do want to say I've had like a bunch of friends from last night on my Facebook page. Total of like maybe 300 or 400 people, friends on my Facebook page. There was one time where I actually counted 200 friend requests on my Facebook page. 200 friend requests all in a fucking row. So, welcome to everybody on my friend Facebook page. Um, who's joined yet? Yep, Wesley Pipes. Do I enjoy? I do not. I do not know what that is. Let's look it up. If that means anything. I'm assuming you are asking about Dude Perfect because that's the first thing that pops up. Unless you're talking about the sexual thing. Or DP Doe in Minneapolis. I don't know. I enjoy the restaurant DP Doe, but I've never done that. If it's the sexual thing. Thank you for the question, Wesley Pipes. I do appreciate it. I do want to get more questions too. So feel free to ask as many as you want. I I do want to hear from you guys. So um, I sent this out for you guys to. Wow, I sent out a message to somebody, and it goes. The message I sent out says, "Just letting you know that I'm streaming again. It's supposed to be a live Q&A video, so get your questions ready." And I sent a link along with it. And they respond, "What?" By the way, um, depending on you know how you know depending on how quick the software on YouTube actually streams my stuff, depending on all that, there may be a little bit of a delay between when you ask and when I answer. Also, I am in the middle of sending out links to everybody as well. Wesley Pipes goes, "Can I make more cooking vlog in the future?" That is definitely a possibility. It is something I've been wanting to do. I need to plan everything out, though. I need to figure out what I'm going to cook, and I need a actual setup. But I do want to do that again. Uh, I do enjoy cooking quite a bit. Somebody sent me a message. Hello there. So I know it was a terrible impression. Wesley Pipes, what is my favorite recipe to cook? Right now I've just done some real basic stuff. My favorite thing to actually, I don't know if it's really considered like cooking, but my favorite food to make is sushi. It's like, if you look it up, it's like a still fairly easy recipe. So uh, that might be actually be the first thing I make if I do decide to do the cooking vlog, because cooking vlogs are definitely something I've been wanting to do, as I've said before. Um, Otherwise, if we're talking about like stuff that a lot of people in the U.S. know, I'd definitely have to say something along the lines of, um, I don't know, steaks, pork chops, that kind of thing. Although I do enjoy making Juicy Lucy's. For those of you who do not know, a Juicy Lucy is basically a burger with, it's a cheeseburger with the cheese on the inside of the meat. So, um, I am writing a book. So far, Wesley is the only one that's asking questions, which, it's fine. I don't mind. I'm still getting questions. Wesley is asking, am I writing a book? Um, I am writing a book. It is something I'm hopefully turning into a series. Um, I don't quite have a name for it yet, but it is a science fiction story that involves different, um, like for example, one of the big things is something that happened that's similar to what Hitler did during World War II. So it kind of revolves, that starts the whole book's plot, but it's like a science fiction. And of course, you, Wesley's bringing up like Battlestar Galactica. I haven't seen Battlestar at all. It's on my list of stuff to watch, um, but I haven't seen Battlestar. But I've heard good things about it. I don't really know that much about it. Actually, let's look it up. Battlestar Galactica TV show. It says this updated in the late 1970s program takes a decidedly darker tone as what's left of humankind struggles for survival against the robot Cylons who have killed millions. The Galactica, led by William Adama, protects a patched together fleet of civilians led by de facto President Laura Roslin in search of a mythical planet called Earth. Yes, that does sound. The description Wesley Pipes gives: Star Wars, Star Trek crossover with a little Battlestar Galactica. It does sound based off of Battlestar Galactica, just based off what I read, does seem kind of like that. Cross of Star Wars and Star Trek with a little Battlestar Galactica thrown in. So, of course, seeing as I haven't seen Battlestar Galactica, I can't draw any sort of inspiration from it. Uh, but from what I've read, it does seem like Battlestar Galactica has a kind of a similar premise of, you know, the whole, you know, war with a certain race of people and people dying out. And man, people are asking me if I have a Google Hangouts. I do not have a Google Hangouts. I need to set one up. Wesley Pipes is asking, what is my favorite race? I would definitely have to say the 100-meter dash. That sounds kind of like a trick question. So I'm just going to stick with the 100-meter dash. Gonna be a smartass about everything. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I was actually a swimmer in high school. I was half the weight I am now, so I was skinny. Started out high school as 120 pounds, went up to 135 my senior year because I was actually lifting weights and actually treating myself well. Went to 135 pounds of pure muscle, pretty much. Granted, I was still skinny as fuck, so it was like a short beanpole. Like, I looked like a fucking string bean, I've heard people say. Then, yeah, senior year of high school, I added 15 pounds of muscle onto that and wound up stopping lifting as soon as I got out of high school. And it's been 14 years since I graduated high school, so I currently don't um, lift. I don't lift currently, but that is something I want to start doing again. As soon as as soon as stuff starts opening up again, I want to check out and see about getting a gym membership because I feel like getting a gym membership will actually help me out considerably. Um, Especially with doing the Arby's mukbang that Wesley is talking about. I honestly don't know what a mukbang is. Is there an easy way of explaining it, or would you recommend me looking it up? 'Cause I do want to know what a mukbang is. Let's see here, Mukbang. May help if I actually Mukba. May help if I actually hit the search bar for it instead of just typing it in nothing. See here, a mukbang is an online audio-visual broadcast in which a host consumes food while interacting with an audience. It became popular in South Korea in 2010 and has since become a trend worldwide. Varieties of foods ranging from pizza to noodles are consumed in front of a camera. So it's basically eating in front of a camera, talking to people. I'd definitely um, consider doing a mukbang then. I looked it up once before, but never really understood what it was before. So, um, if it's basically just sitting in front of a camera, eating and talking, then um, I would definitely consider doing it. So, yeah, I've seen like a few people have uploaded it because they popped up. Mukbangs have randomly popped up on my um mukbangs have randomly popped up on my YouTube feed. Am I liking the new Jordan documentary? Uh, I didn't know there was a documentary out. And are we talking about like Michael Jordan, or are we doing like Michael B. Jordan, or are we doing like Jordan Sparks, or what kind of Jordan are we talking about? I never heard anything about a Jordan documentary. Are we talking about The Last Dance? if you're talking about The Last Dance, then it's got a 4.9 rating out of 5 on Google. The Last Dance is a 2020 American sports documentary about Michael Jordan. Well, that would probably explain why I've never heard about it. Well, I'm not a big fan of sitting down and watching sports. So, I know who Michael Jordan is. I know he went from basketball to baseball, back to basketball for a little bit, and then did a couple other things. I know Michael Jordan is popular. I know the Bulls were a popular team. I don't know if they still are, but I know the Bulls were in the 90s. So, um, granted, even though I said I wasn't a big fan of, sitting down and watching sports, I'm learning more about them. So they're slowly becoming more and more, fun the more I watch them. But when it comes to what I actually like to do, I know, um, how do I say this? Long and short of it, reading, um, watching movies, that's probably the closest thing I'm going to get to sitting down and watching sports. Otherwise, if we're doing like sports related stuff, swimming, actually swimming, uh, going on walks, lifting weights every once in a while, which, like I said before, is something I'm wanting to do. Um, Wesley is asking, can I find you on Gab? I do not know what Gab is. Is it social media? Gab is an English language social media website known for its far right user base. Like I said, I didn't know what Gab was. I didn't know. So the answer on that would be no. It says here the site has been widely described as a safe haven for extremists. Well, I am not an extremist. Let's just say that. I am not like that. So you will not find me on there. I don't know if they are watching my live stream, but somebody in my Facebook Messenger asked me, "Where are you from?" I am from Minnesota. I am the vlogger from Minnesota. Wesley is asking, "Are you red pilled?" Are you, now are you talking about like what Morpheus says in the Matrix, where if you take the blue pill, the story ends, and you wake up in your bed and believe whatever it is you want to believe. But if you take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. That kind of stuff. Um, Wesley is also asking any advice for my incel cousin. Seeing as I spend a lot of time on, but I don't try and go into. Ah, that answered my question about what that meant. I kind of figured that's what it meant. Wesley, my advice for your cousin: get paid, get laid, Gatorade. Also, for Wesley, I know I asked this before. I don't know. I do not know how delayed this is, but when you were asking about being red pilled, are you talking about like the Matrix style red pill, or are you talking about something else? Yeah, I wound up just last night or yesterday. I wound up getting probably like 300 to 400 new friends on my Facebook page. Links to which links to my Facebook page and a YouTube Facebook page I found are down below. Uh, 400 people. Yeah, I honestly don't know how I got that many, and I still have so many friend requests in my Facebook page that it lists it as 99 plus just between last night and today. So it's a matter of just keeping up with everything because half of the people that sent me friend requests last night are people who said basically were asking, "Hey, what's your name? What's your age? Um, are you single or not? Do you have any kids?" Uh, few people where they claim to be hot women. Um, they've got um, pictures and stuff. So favorite Minneapolis strip club. I haven't been in any, but if I can, uh, but the favorite one that I've been past is the Deja Vu, where they have thousands of beautiful girls and three ugly ones. Uh, boob man or ass man? Tough question. I would definitely have to say ass man though. Definitely ass man, no questions about it. Yeah, I'd say probably about close to half of the people. Um, I've had people for friend requests, like the ones I've accepted that sent me messages, probably about half of them, close to half, not half exactly, but close to half. I've had people call me daddy. I've had people call me baby. I've had, apparently I'm a daddy to people. So Wesley is asking, what is that? Me into ABDL? Am I reading that right? Um, no, not right now. People just randomly sent me messages, hey daddy, or hey baby, or, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, with 3 to 400 people sending me, and probably about half of those people sending me messages, and almost half of those people calling me dad over and over. And it's like, how the hell? I think I made a mistake accepting those friend requests so late at night because I got like 3 or 4 different phone messenger calls. I've got 3 or 4 different messenger video chat things, and long and short of it, last night was a long night. Oh, here we go. First message like this that I received. Um, I'm not saying anything bad about it, but this person says, "Hello, my." Uh, this person says, "Hello, my beloved brother. Greetings in the name of God, brother. I hope are fine in Jesus' mighty name." I don't know if I should quote the Bible or quote Hulk Hogan there, and I'm saying that to try and be funny. I'm not trying to say that to try and be offensive. People are asking me where I'm from all the time on this. Um, but to answer your question, Wesley Pipes, I believe there is a God out there. Um, it's a matter of like figuring out what the God is. I don't know which religion is correct, if any of them. Um, I've got nothing against people that do follow any sort of religions until it starts getting to the point of um, you know, infringing on other people, basically. If if somebody follows a deity and then that person infringes their rights onto other people and the other people cannot do what they need to do or cannot, you know, basically if if getting to survive more or less is more more of a chore than anything, then that person's not doing religion correctly. So I don't know how to respond to the last one that I see Wesley says. Um, Wesley goes, Allahu Akbar. I don't know how to respond to that. Wesley says, blessings be to you. Is that how you respond? Just a second here. I am trying to find a few people to send the link to that I think might join. My favorite fish out of what I've eaten. Probably what a lot of restaurants have called swordfish. Favorite fish if I had to get like an aquarium or something. Probably something with a lot of colors in it, like a shiny fish. Scotch or bourbon? Hmm. Well, I've never really been. I haven't really tried much when it comes to drinking. Uh, for me, uh, I have had scotch, so I'd have to say scotch if I had to choose between one of those two. But for me, if I had to choose a drink, either rum and coke or something with Jägermeister in it. Uh, but yeah, I don't drink that much. In fact, I haven't had any sort of liquor now for years. It seems like. Um, Japtra says, "Wits, my man. Uh, Glad you made it, dude. Um, as soon as I finish up this live stream, I'm definitely going to be doing Wits. I do want to start streaming that a little more too. Um, yeah, but Zhang is after asking, "You sober now?" More or less, yes. I haven't had anything to drink in years, so um, Wits is a game. Uh, the way it was described to me is it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. I couldn't think for a second. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, almost. You get two questions and you fill out one card for each question with your own answers, and um, then the group of people votes on what they think the best answer is. Um, as for blazing it, uh, I have in the past. Right now, I cannot due to where I live, but I do like edibles. Um, Zhang is asking, "You're out of the shelter and in an apartment now." Yeah, it's been a couple years, almost 2 years exactly. So, um, yeah, it's definitely been one of those things where it's been a long time coming. and I'm really enjoying. I'm new on the YouTube scene. What channels do I recommend? Depends on what kind of stuff you like. If you're doing like vlogging, CTFXC, gaming, there's a few other channels. Um, Death in June. I'm not gonna listen to that on stream just in case there is copyright and stuff. But I am definitely pulling it up right now. I am also listening, or I'm also trying to listen to um, more different types of music too. So feel free to leave more suggestions. Otherwise, back to I don't really know much about other stuff. There's um, a few different gamers that I do follow, like Smitty, Big Jiggly Panda, um, basically, people out of that group. Uh, I'm having a brain fart on all of the people. One of them is Nogla. So I had a, I had somebody I know introduce Smitty to me, not personally, but um, I basically he showed this friend of mine. I'm not going to say who because they've requested to stay out of the videos. But this person has asked me to watch Smitty's videos, and basically he introduced me to Smitty's videos, and then those videos kind of introduced me to like Nogla, Big Jiggly Panda, and a few other people that I can't quite think of right now. So any sort of other recommendations beyond that, kind of won't be able to think of anything beyond that. Just because my head brain isn't working correctly now. At least I can't think of any YouTubers beyond those who are still making videos. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So, if you have any more questions, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, feel free to share this stream with other people. Uh, Epic Mealtime. I have heard of Epic Mealtime. I've never really watched any of their stuff. Like, I've tried watching a couple of their videos, but it just never really kinda stuck. Like, I didn't really like it enough to subscribe and stuff, so, um, I don't even know if they're still making videos, but if they are, good for them, I guess. Somebody, second person sent me a message. "Hello there." So I responded, "General Kenobi." Even though that those lines have been memed to death. Wesley's saying he's looking forward to the cooking vlogs. I am too, once I get everything all situated for it. I am definitely looking forward to doing a cooking vlog. Yeah, cooking vlogs are definitely something that I've been looking forward to for a while. I just keep putting them on the, back burner, no pun intended there. But I guess the pun happened whether I wanted it to or not. Um, see here. A sushi vlog would be awesome, or anything else you would wanna do. Yeah, definitely. Definitely wanna do a vlog where I make sushi and stuff. That is definitely one of the ones that I actually want to do. Uh, welcome, Tommy. Good seeing you. It's been a long time, coming. Haven't really spoken to you in a while. Uh, Tommy says, "Hey, man, at some point we should get together on Skype to do a collaboration." Possibly. It's definitely something. I mean, I would prefer to do something where I can upload it straight to YouTube, or I can stream it directly to YouTube while I'm doing it. Um, but Skype would definitely be an option. Um, Wesley goes, "How long have you been doing, or how have you been doing with all this COVID BS?" I've been actually doing pretty good. I haven't gotten sick from COVID. I may have a little cough, but uh, excuse me, I may have a little cough right now, but that's from diabetes, which I'm getting that taken care of. Got the medication for it. Uh, Tommy says he just shared my stream on Twitter. Thank you, Tommy. Um, glad to actually have you share my stuff. I mean, granted, I know I would do the same for you if you sent me the links and stuff, but Wesley is asking, "Am I on Lantis?" Um, I am not on the Lantis. Lantis is for a different type of diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes, which requires me to have pills. Lantis is more for type 1, the stabby stab one. Um, but speaking of which, that is actually something that I've also I've also been wanting to do for a while. Um, Trying to find a way to do, something explaining the different types of diabetes in videos. Um, so uh, explaining, things like how to avoid getting diabetes, or, tips and tricks and stuff like that. Like Wesley says, tips and tricks. Uh, Somebody's asking me if I speak French. I do not. Somebody on my Facebook is asking if I speak French. I do not speak French. I can understand a little bit of French just because I took Spanish. Um, Spanish, to, Spanish and French are similar enough where I can understand a little bit French, but I don't speak French. I barely speak Spanish. What is my Facebook? The link to my Facebook is in the video description of the stream. Otherwise, if you just search Quorum Siegel, if you search Quorum Siegel, you should find me. Um, I've got it spelled out in the chat for you. So if you send me a friend request there, just let me know that you did, and I'll go accept it. And if you do that, um, the closest thing that I can guess that it is I've had more people tell me that about how it's Celtic than anything. So it's from like Northern Europe area and like Finland-ish kind of places. So beyond that, I don't know anything about. I've heard it came from a book, but again, I don't know. It's definitely something that's I've been wanting to look into more, but I don't know whether it is or not. Just because, well, quite frankly, I haven't been able to find any sort of information on it. So, but yeah, Celtic does make sense in my opinion. It does sound like it could be Celtic. It's just definitely been because my name is such an unusual name. Um, it's kind of been difficult for me to figure out where it came from. As for how long I've known Tommy, um, let's see here. This channel has been going for about a year and a half. My last channel went for about 3 to 4 years. Um, so I've known who Tommy was at least for the past 5 or 6 years, if not longer. As for how long I've actually, spoken with him, probably the last 2 years, maybe three at the most. But let's see here. Michael Lasagna is asking me about the compensation program. And he's asking, Michael Lasagna, whoever that is asking me, have I heard of the compensation program? Let's see how long it takes him to get back to me about the compensation program. It's probably a scam. Let's see here. Um, anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. Let's see here. More or less, I've just kind of been doing the same old stuff, though. If you check out my stuff on my YouTube page, I've got a lot of different stuff. Oh, yeah, the compensation program. I said I did not. He says the promotion was made to some Facebook users and other to benefit them. It's randomly picked of profile on Facebook with $70,000. Have you claimed yours? So I'm like, I respond just to be a smartass. I go, I I have not claimed mine. Where do I mail the check? I know he's. I know this is a scam just based off of the way it's worded and what it's talking about. He's just spending. I missed a lot, according to him. I already got the cash from them, and two of my friends got the cash delivered to them as well, but you can still get your winning money. Kevin is asking, how old am I? I am 31. But yeah, I'm in the middle of talking with a scammer right now on my Facebook page. Apparently, I missed a lot, and him and the person I'm talking with and the two other people already get cash delivered to them, and I can still get my winning money because he saw my name in the list while signing his delivery document. I'm gonna reply. I don't know how to. Uh, Second here. Uh, Basically says, "Do you know how to contact the claim agent?" I'm like, "I don't know how to contact him. Do I send my check to him?" As a joke. Anyway, Kevin's asking, "What are your spiritual beliefs?" I am more. I know there's a word for it, but I keep getting the word mixed up with something else. I believe there's a God out there, like some sort of deity out there, but beyond that, I don't really know. Um, as for Wesley says free cash. I say take it. I would if it wasn't a scam. Kevin says F that Joker. Just apply for your economic impact payment. Yep, already already happening. But I kind of figure, you know, with the way this whole thing is going down, I like I like playing around with the scammers just to kind of mess with them. And whoever it is, they're right. Oh, by the way, this is incense. Just so you guys know, got it just off the can. Should I apply you how to claim it? Oh, I'm responding. Apply my rubber check. That is a good time messing with scammers. Yes, it is, Kevin. I do agree. So who all is here other than Kevin, and I'm assuming Wesley Pipes is still here. Are you still here, Tommy? Wesley is in it for the long haul. Oh, he got the thing I said about the rubber check. The scammer did. Says there on Kevin's screen. There's only 3 viewers. It says on mine. Yeah, that's the reason I'm asking, because it says on mine there's 4. So I know Kevin and Wesley are here, but there's at least one other person somewhere. At least. So it's just a matter of figuring out who it is. Oh, forgive me if I mispronounce that name, but Adenugba, Adekunle Adeniyi. Adenugba says hello. Second time I'm asking this person to send me the information in the last minute. Um, Adenugba says from Nigeria. So, well, welcome from USA. So, if you have any questions, feel free to leave me your questions. Um, Kevin asks, "Do you consider yourself a happy or a hippie?" Misread that. Do I consider myself a hippie guy? And do I do any recreational drugs? Um, if I could do recreational drugs, I'd probably do edibles or smoke up that way. Kevin's only asking because of the incense. Uh, I get the incense to kind of, I don't know. I've always liked incense. I don't know why, but I do not consider myself to be a hippie. All right, let's see what this information is. So I'm like, so he's like, no, this is real and legit. I'm like, okay, send me information. He says, I got my own winning money at my front door. I'm like, okay, send me the info. So he sends me a link. I try clicking it and it can't. So I say, I cannot click it. And then he's like, click on the link. I'm like, I cannot click it. And then he responds, while you can't click on the link. Uh, Wesley is asking, do I ever smoke cigarettes? I have. Um, Not really right now, but I have. Um, First off, Adanugba. Am I saying your name right? Adanugba? But he says, I'm new as your friend, so tell me more about what you do here. Well, for the streams, I either sit here and like this and just chat with people, or I talk with people, or I'll stream me playing a few games, which should be coming up here pretty soon. Not long after, not long after I get done with this stream, I should be playing another game, streaming it onto that. Um, Otherwise, I make daily videos documenting, or somewhat daily videos documenting my life. Um, I've got two cameras. This one and a silver one that looks exactly like it. Um, Beyond that, when, if you want to check out any of my videos, feel free to click my name on um, basically click the link to go back to my homepage. It should appear under the screen. Second here. But Adanugba says, "You try, bro." I don't know what I should be trying, but Kevin says he remembers hearing a story about when I was younger, when I was hit by a garbage truck. Did it happen? Yes, that did happen. It was June of 2002. I was completely run over by a garbage truck. Um, riding a bike. I was riding my bike through Golden Valley. I was riding from my where I lived at the time to let's see here. Where was it? I was doing two things at the time. I was weightlifting at one school and swimming lessons at another school. I was like 2 weeks away from finishing the swimming lessons, like completing it and becoming a certified lifeguard, whatever that meant. Um, but I was about a month away from finishing the weightlifting things. On top of that, and I was biking. I see I see a garbage truck, come around the corner behind me. So I can see, he's picking up trash along the side I'm biking on. I cross over to the other side, and then garbage truck turns. My bike tire kind of connects with the side of the garbage truck, and I wind up having a bike get sucked under, my legs get drug under the um, garbage truck. And I can remember, you know, laying on the ground, not being able to get up even though I wanted to, looking over one direction, seeing the garbage truck come to a stop, and then looking the other way and seeing my bike laying in the middle of the street, and then looking down at my legs and seeing one of my legs actually looked flat. I remember, actually passing out a few times, waking up at one point in the ambulance, passing out a few times, trying to take off the mask um, that they used to try and put me under, like the sleeping gas mask. And then I remember waking up on the operating table. Uh, let's see here. Adanugba says, okay, I'll check that out. I'm assuming you're talking about when I said check out my other videos. Wesley says, whoa, that's an amazing tale. I'm glad you survived. I don't mind telling it every once in a while. And it's a story about something that happened to me. Kevin says that's gnarly AF. It's I wish I would have never gone through it, but shit happens. Jangopterus says wits. Yeah, I'm getting to it. As soon as I finish up the stream here, I'll definitely be going over to wits. Um, Jangopterus says get these guys into a wits game. All right, I'll see what I can do about that when I finish up here. Jangopter says, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but says that's sad as hell. Asks if I have PTSD. Not really. Shit happened. It's not like there's anything I can do about it now, other than try and take care of myself. Wesley Pipes says I'm a survivor. I do my best to keep going. Kevin says that was such a fantastic, gnarly, incredible story. Thanks for sharing. Well, if I ever meet up with anybody watching this and you see me walking with a limp, that's why. Oh, I see. That person that's scamming me or trying to is asking me to go to the store to pick him up a gift card. Let's see if I can pull up his info. Going back over to the streaming. So I'm including the link to his Facebook in the chat. He's asking me to go to the store to get him something right now. I'm waiting for what? Because he is typing. And so whoever it is telling me to go to Walmart. Anyway, I just think it's funny that I want to see where this goes, and then I can. Um, Zhang Opera says block him. I want to see where this goes, and then I'll block him. Here we go. India currency. Rupees. All right. I'm going to be telling him I'm going to be sending him a gift card with a bunch of rupees on it. Wesley says scammers are bad men. Kevin says just sent him a DM saying heard you get the plug on some easy money. Let me in the loop, bruh. Wesley says send him a red rupee. I don't know what a red rupee is. Oh, Zelda. That would explain it. It may be blasphemy, but I've never played Zelda at all. I I know that I know the difference between like Zelda and Link, but that's it. Oh, you want to say a $100 Steam card? But he's asking me for Michael is asking me for a $100 card of $100 in 4 pieces Steam card, and asks, "Am I there with him?" I'm like, I send him a message. I can get you a Walmart gift card for 100 rupees. I live in India. Again, I would like a gift card if I'm just sending around. Well, I wish I had the money. Right now, I'm just fucking with whoever this is. He claims to be Michael Lasagna, but anyway, I just think it's funny messing with people. I am gonna block him eventually. asking me which card can I get now to help you out. So but let's see here. So he's asking me which card I can get now. I'm like, I can get you a purple cow. For those of you who do not know, um, there's a YouTuber called Corey Williams, is his real name. Has a channel called SMP Films. Has a vlogging channel called Live Each Day. Doesn't really do much. But when he was vlogging a while ago, um, I'm trying to find the video here, but he wound up winning some sort of thing from IKEA, and they had a purple cow. Now, every once in a while, he just says purple cow in any video, or in almost any video he makes. Kevin says that's cool AF for an SSN. In the chat description, wherever that is, I put a fake SSN, or what I'm calling a fake SSN. He's like, that's cool AF for an SSN. But you never forget it. Zhang Opera says he's on Wits now, so Corey Williams. He started out on YouTube. He's YouTube's oldest professional YouTuber, but he started out as SMP Films as a stuntman. Wound up either making the videos private or deleting them, but he ran around, or he wound up going to Las Vegas and had somebody stretch out a 6-foot rubber band so that it hit him in the nuts. Um, he wound up running around San Francisco with a rubber chicken covering his thingy and nothing else on. I wound up going into like short films and skits, and made a separate channel for vlogging. So, um, actually, I'll try and find my your playlists. Corey Williams. There we go. I'm gonna include in the video chat. I'm gonna include a link that'll show who Corey Williams is. Zhang Opera says, "Play with us, Corey. I'm on Wits. I will as soon as I finish up the stream here. I'll play." Kevin's asking, "What is Wits? Please don't hurt me." What is Wits? Baby, don't hurt me. Wits is a game like Cards Against Humanity, Apples to Apples, that kind of thing. Uh, you get the lobby of people online, and each person gets 2 questions, and you fill in a card as your answer to each question. Like, you get 1 card per question, and you basically fill in the blank card, uh, as an answer to the question, and then you basically just the group chooses which card they think is better. Kevin's asking, "Do I remember him?" I remember meeting you at least once, if not more. I can't remember how many times exactly I've met you, but yeah, I do remember meeting you. Uh, Kevin Ward says, "I think our mothers are cousins. Something I've seen you at many weddings." Um, well, Wald is on my side. Ward would be on my stepdad's side. Let's see here. My stepdad's maternal grandmother, I think my stepdad's maternal grandparents were named Ward. Um, Otherwise, Wesley is asking, "How do I find you on Wits?" Just type in. I'll send a link. But witz.io. That is the link to the game, but it comes up with lobbies, and I don't know what the lobby is for Zhangopterus. Assuming I'm actually saying that name right. Um, but I don't know. It's just more of a the link I provided to wits.io. That's just to get to the game. Each round has its own lobby, though. So, but Zizang, uh, uh, if you provide the link, uh, let's see here. Just a second here. I may hide this, or I may regret this. I just made you moderator for the time being, but if you share the link to the lobby, that'll get a few people to join. I'll click on the link as well and join the game while I'm playing, or I'll play the game while I'm streaming here. And then as soon as I get done, try sending the link one more time. That way, if Kevin or Wesley or anyone else that's watching wants to play in the lobby, then Yeah, Kevin wants in, so we need the link. The links are showing up on my end. And apparently Wesley says there's no links showing up on his end. I'm gonna load. All right. Let's check it out here. Wits.io/. I-76. Well, I'm in. I just shared the link in the chat, so if you go there, well, there's Zizang, Kevin, and Wesley all have. Now, if Zizang, Kevin, and Wesley leave comments, they all should have branches by their name. Seems like we have kind of a big lobby here. We got Wesley. I see Wesley. I see me. And I see somebody named Guess, and I don't know if it's Kevin or not. But yeah, Wesley has the wrench. Everybody's tied on that one. Either blink or sex is not frowned upon. Well, I couldn't think of anything to say there, so I just wrote something there. Guess I was right. Team Corum. Anyway, yeah, I kind of figured, with guys, I have to choose that one. All right. Well, I'm ending this stream here. and starting to stream uh, Wits. So, I'll see you guys in the next stream, whenever that is. Just gonna wait for it to catch up here quick. Make sure. All right. So just stay on my channel, and I should have a stream coming out here pretty soon. As soon as I get it all set up and everything.